Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knitty Knotty podcast, episode 14. I am Vanessa, Knitty-Witch on Instagram and Ravelry.
And I'm Diane. I am bringing my camera closer to me. I'm Freedom for You, Freedom for You on Ravelry, and the Knotted Bag on Instagram and on Etsy for my knotted bags.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yay. So Vanessa and I had a really fun weekend. What is it now? It's 2 weekends ago now, right?
Yeah, now it's 2 weekends.
Yeah, so we went to Maryland. Vanessa lives about 2 hours away, and I went there Friday on an extended journey because I took myself out of the way. Anyway, I detoured for no reason. And then slept over at your house Friday, and then Saturday we drove up to Maryland or sideways to Maryland. We drove west. Anyway. And so we had fun. It was good. It wasn't as warm. The other 2 or 3 times I've gone, it's been so sunny and warm and beautiful. And this time it was wet and chilly, but at least it didn't rain. It didn't rain at least while we were there.
Not on Saturday. It rained on Sunday.
Yeah, and it was still nice. So this is the first time I've done the second day. So I've only been to Rhinebeck and Maryland, and it's the first time I've been on the second day. Too many numbers. And it was nice, right? Everything people say about it. It's so true. It's too bad we couldn't bring our wheels because it was raining, but it was just nice to just kind of walk around, chill, and see things differently. You kind of see things that you didn't see the first day. And yeah, it's really, yeah. And we had
those less people, so you get to like fill in all those gaps that you missed from the day before.
Yeah, filled gaps we didn't know we had.
Yeah. Now your camera is way too close.
Sorry. It's because I went like this.
Oh. There you go.
I'll bring it back a bit. All right. So, do you have any finished objects since the last time? Did you show your scarf? Because you finished your shawl, but I don't think you've ever shown it blocked. Do you have it?
That's because I never blocked it. So I did show my shawl. I just didn't block it.
Oh, okay. I thought you blocked it for Maryland because you were going to wear it.
But no, I never got around to blocking it.
Okay.
And still haven't.
So I finished this thing that I've talked about before. I finished it in the car while you were driving to Maryland, and then realized I didn't have a darning needle, so I couldn't get my ends in. But I wouldn't have been warm enough with it anyway. I can't even remember what I was wearing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But so I haven't, now it's all wrinkled because it's been in a bag. But the t-shirt is finished. It is pretty. I like it. It's I hope it's not too short.
I don't think so. I think it came out just right.
Yeah, and what I don't like about this yarn is, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like the stitching is sideways. You know, when something isn't, when you spin yarn and it's not balanced, and then your knitting is kind of crooked, like you can get that with singles. That happened with this, and it is a very twisty kind of yarn when you're knitting with it. I'm always having to untwist it, so I'm hoping because it's cotton that it'll block out really well and it won't have that. Otherwise, I don't know. Otherwise, I love the shape. I love the neck of this. I'm happy with it. And I'm hoping, like I said, that with some blocking, it'll stretch out a little bit, be a bit longer. And I love the color of it. It's, I used sorry, I keep doing this. Because I want to get closer to you, Vanessa. I used a pattern called High Trestle T. So High Trestle is Trestle, and then Tee by Mary Green. It's a t-shirt pattern that has like this elaborate sort of patterning on this part and then around the edge, and I just didn't do that. I just did some like 3 rows of, no, I won't, you won't be able to see it. I just did some rows of garter stitch, just so that the edge would be nice, but that's it. I just did a real plain thing, but it's amazing how long it took me to knit this. And then I started knitting my next project, and it's like flying by because I'm enjoying it. This was such a pain in the ass. Yeah. So I will I'll finish it and block it and hopefully actually be able to wear it, because I have a skirt that I could wear with this when it gets warmer. It's still kind of cold up here, so yeah.
You
want to talk
knit
about
a skirt to go with it.
We can talk about that after. I'm certainly not going to knit it out of this fabric. No, I have a really nice Lularoe Cassie skirt that has the colors of like hot pink and hot orange, you know, like those, I call it hot orange because it's like, you know, the bright orange, like the hot pink.
Yeah.
So I think this would look really good with it. Friday I went to work without socks on, thinking it's warming up. And I was cold all day. So it's still kind of cool. Do you want me to talk about my next thing, or do you want to talk about something?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, so I got home and quickly cast on with this gorgeous yarn that, again, so I found this on Sunday. I had been wanting to make a tank top. There's a pattern called Ripple Bralette. I don't want to make the bra out of it. And what happened is I saw somebody on Instagram who made one, and the way it looked, I thought it was a tank top, but then it turns out it's a bra. But the way, just because it looks really teeny and then longer, but obviously it stretches when people put it on. I mean, it's made to be snug, right? Because it's like a bralette, and it's a 3x3. What do you call it? 3 knit, 3 purl, 3 knit, 3 purl.
Ribbing?
Yeah, ribbing. That's it. So it looks teeny, but then it goes bigger. I wanted to do a tank top with it, and then I found this gorgeous yarn on Sunday, and you can't really see, but it's shimmery, so it's sparkly silver. It's amazing because I love metallics, and this is probably really a gray, but because it's on the shiny fabric, it looks like it's silver, and then it has these beautiful pops of color. So I have been knitting on this, and I'm just going to make it longer than the bralette calls for and turn it into a tank top. So I've got you do it from the waist up or from the bottom up. There we go. So it looks really narrow. Yeah, isn't that cute?
That's super cute.
Yeah, all of these little pops of color on this sparkly silvery yarn. And yeah, it's nice to be knitting regular yarn again. So it just goes really fast. And then at some point I'll do the bralette top. And yeah.
Well, you're excited to knit it, so of course it's going to go quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I mean, I don't love doing ribbing, but 3x3 I find easier than 2x2, because obviously you've got one more before your transition all the time, right? When you're doing 2x2 or 1x1, it's like, yeah. So that's what I'm working on.
How that could go better.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, I was working on the Comfort Fade cardigan by Andrea Mowry. Pretty sure it's Andrea Mowry. Can you double check that? Do you have your iPad?
Is it, hang on, the Comfort Fade?
Yeah, the Comfort Fade cardigan. So anyways, I started this Comfort Fade cardigan, and it is reverse stockinette. So I am here.
Yeah, Andrea Mowry, M-O-W-R-R-Y.
Yep. Okay, so I was right. So here we are. So this is the first fade portion, and then I'm actually going into a darker color at the bottom here.
Yeah.
And that doesn't really fade. I'm actually missing a color in between the fade to bring it all, to blend it all together. but it's still grayscale. So for me, it still works because I love black and gray. So yeah, so it's reverse stockinette. We actually saw this on a mannequin at Maryland Sheep and Wool, but they had it inside out, and they had knit the collar on it on the regular stockinette side. And it looked good too. But
it did look good. I think what happens is because of the yarn you're using, because it's not like speckled or variegated, you can see better that it's the purl side, and therefore it looks like your sweater's inside out. Do you know what I mean? But it's not good. It's just more obvious that it's the purl side. Whereas when you have like a speckled or variegated, it probably just adds texture, I guess. I never realized it was like that. Like I don't have the pattern, so I haven't looked at it. I didn't know it was like inside out. Not inside out.
She did a really good job with the yarn that she chose for that. And there were some kits at Maryland to knit it, but it was all the same colors that she used in the sample. And I want mine to be different from, everyone else's. But so these colors don't exactly fade. And I'm using Ultra Wool by Barocco, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Ultra Wool by Barocco. So it's their DK.
Yeah.
And it's not the softest yarn in the world, but it's also not bad. It's a little different from what I'm used to knitting on. I'm used to knitting with like merino wool or, indie dyers, the bases that they use, and it's a little bit softer, but I still like it. So I'm working on that, and I had to put that on hold because I'm doing a test knit right now for someone, and all of my time has been working on this test knit, and I can't show it yet. So that kind of sucks a little bit, but we have still so much to talk about.
How are you doing? Because I've seen it. Where are you at with it? Are you making good progress?
I just finished knitting the whole, it's bottom up. So I just finished knitting the whole bottom, and I'm at the divide, the sleeve divide.
Wow, that's a lot.
And I found a mistake in the pattern. So I emailed her, and that's the whole point of test knitting it, to fix the mistakes. So that kind of set me behind. I had to wait for a response from her. She responded fairly quickly, within like a half hour, but I put it down and I was like, I don't know what to do with myself.
I should grab, I don't know where it is. Oh, can you give me a second? I'm going to go grab my shawl. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So this is the other thing that, excuse my boobs. I was knitting on this on Sunday when we got back home from Maryland. So I finished the body of my shawl design thingy, and I've been working on the edge.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that took some math for me to figure this out, but I'm happy with it. When I started it at your place, I did the edge in a garter stitch, and I didn't like it, so I changed it, and I like it more now. So I've put it on pause because I've been on the bralette tank top thing, but these are, I would say these are the two that I'm really working on right now. Yeah, so that's it for me in terms of, and then I think I must have shown, I don't have it with me anyway, but the yarn that I spun the last time. So now on my wheel, I'm working on that gradient to make sleeves to match yarn that I had bought at Rhinebeck. And so your boyfriend adjusted my wheel. He tightened a screw, and now it like pulls tighter even now that I'm home. So I'm still kind of trying to figure out the tension. How I don't know. It's very weird that that happened.
Would it like be beneficial to loosen it?
Yeah, I might. I kind of feel like I should keep it nice and tight. Sounds so dirty. I should keep it nice and tight and just work with it, figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I just think it's been probably the way it was for so many years, and I'm used to the way it is. I just have to figure out how to spin with it now. But it just, yeah, it pulls a little too fast, I guess. And then but I'll figure it out. I just haven't had a lot of, I do, well, you know this, but anyway, I also have energy work and I have a full-time job. So I've been thankfully super busy in my evenings with my clients, which gives me less time to spin and knit, because by the time I'm done that and getting ready to go to bed, and I have less time. But speaking of spinning,
Mm-hmm.
I bought some fiber at Maryland. Are we ready to talk about that now?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay. So I got, we both went to Hobbledehoy. We went to Hobbledehoy first, right? We
Yes,
like
we did.
zipped there and got there very early on.
Yeah, we weren't playing around.
No, we weren't messing around. Oh, and I bought this super cute monster mug, but it's at work, and I'm loving drinking from it. It's got like these big googly eyes. It's a pottery. I feel like I'm not saying it right. Anyway, it's pottery, but it's got this tongue sticking out, and when you fill it up with coffee, it looks like it's like the mouth is full and the tongue it's really cute. Anyway, Vanessa picked it up. Okay, so Hobbledehoy is, I don't know. I don't believe that she'll completely stop. I feel like at some point, because we talked about it, right? I feel like at some point she might come back, but for now she's going to go to school in the fall, and this was the last show she was doing, I think, right?
Yeah, no, she's doing Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival.
Okay, yeah. So I got these bumps. They're so pretty. I love this combination. So there's 3 bumps in the package, and I always like to buy 8 ounces at a time.
Which I'm learning to do.
Just because it gives you more yarn to work with. So the second set I bought is this one.
Nice.
And so together, I don't know if that, but I think that's going to be so pretty. This is just basically a darker version of this. There's a bit more brown in it. So that's super exciting. And this one, the darker one's got sparkle in it. I think this one doesn't. The lighter one doesn't, but the darker one has sparkle. And if not, I've actually bought spirulina. So I'm going to add it myself.
Awesome.
When there's no sparkle in the fiber. So that's kind of one set. So this is Bear Hug and Sugar Cookie. Do you want me to show them all and then you show yours, or do you want to show some in between?
No, you go ahead and show yours.
Okay. So that's that. And it was funny because we bought fiber at this lady's booth, these beautiful art bats, and she was saying, don't squish the fiber, don't close the plastic bag. And I thought, I always do that. Like I squeeze the air out a bit and it compacts, but I've never had any problem spinning from that fiber after. I'd rather have it nice and safe from bugs and stuff like that, and dust.
It could be also where you're at, and like it's more humid temperatures, it might be worse to do that.
That's what she talked about, the humidity, right?
Yeah.
So then I got houseplant bats. So this was green, and I've been looking for a nice green since last year. Ooh, it sparkles too. Oh, but they both sparkle. Okay, so this is the houseplant, beautiful green blend.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is called Lawn Flamingo. So again, in the greens, but there's some pink and orange because those are the colors I like. So again, together, I think that'll be so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It'll make beautiful yarn. And it'll make a beautiful baby, those two together.
Oh.
Aww. So that's my hobbledehoy score. Very excited. And I don't have, it's a lie. I can't say I don't have green fiber because I probably have fiber in every color, but I don't have anything like this. I think I might have a bat from when I first started spinning, and I would get smaller quantities. And so I have a lot of these sort of random bats that are smaller quantities, and I have to figure out how to put them together so I can have larger skeins. So then I'm so excited about this. So this is a faux cashmere stuff. I don't really understand what this is made of, but it's some kind of, it's not real.
Made of unicorn fur.
It's microfiber nylon with no animal fibers. So I've never spun with this. I think they said it's like very lofty, and I don't know. We'll see. But it's soft. It's, oh my God, it's so soft. So I got 2 of these beautiful fluorescent braids. Love, love, love this. And then 2 of these. And the price on these was crazy. So these gorgeous.
Crazy
kind
awesome.
Of, yeah. Crazy in a good way. So these are, I'm gonna say like navy black with pops of color. So I don't know if I will just make, I don't know what I'll do. I could make these into one big honkin' skein of yarn, or I could do 2 different ones and then have one project. Who knows? That's too far in the future. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna show today. I literally only bought fiber on Saturday, and I think the only skein of yarn I bought is that silvery one. Yeah, from that project. Now I don't know where that thing is because I'm gonna knit on it while you talk. Yeah, so that's it for me, I think, and we can talk about the skirt thing after.
Okay, well, I bought all the rainbows. We talked about that. That everything that was a rainbow came home.
Yeah.
So at Hobbledehoy, I won't show everything that I got, but I will show my favorite thing that I got, which is the Wonkaland batlings. And they are rainbow. No big surprise here. I love rainbow colors. Yes. So that was and I bought 4 ounces of these because they came in 2-ounce quantities. So I ended up getting 2 2-ounce packs. And then from Loop.
And you can easily combine, I know you combine stuff less than I do, but you can find, you can find something else to match up with that easily. Yeah, I'm going to apply it on itself though. I mean, I like it. I want to see what it does. So I'm kind of, you do a lot of spindle spinning, and what is it when you ply it on its, like the 3-ply, what is that called again? Chain plying. The chain plying. I've tried that before. I wasn't very good at it. I gave up. But now I'm kind of tempted. Like, I kind of feel like I should get a spindle out again and try it. I just get, I get demotivated by how little you can get on a spindle, and I don't want to have like 6 spindles and have to figure it all out, and you know what I mean? So maybe if I did do smaller quantities and practice my chain plying, then in the end you get like a decent amount of yarn. I don't know how people really do that. To be honest, I've never like even gotten a full spindle project done before. Really? Really. I just keep buying more spindles. And since I said that, let me talk about the spindle that I bought. Yes. So I used to have quite a collection too, but I sold off a bunch of them, and I just kept my Goldings. I don't have a card for him, and that really makes me sad. I left it at the hotel, but he was a woodworker there. And look at the tip. You could, it's so beautiful. You could
It's
find it if you go into the vendors. If
you
you
could
go on
actually I found him by Googling. If you Google glass tip support spindle, he's the first one that comes up.
Oh, do you want me to look for it?
Sure. And then I got the spindle bowl to go with it. And right now I put some knitting color. It was like a Halloween set of little batlings.
Yeah.
And it spins beautifully.
Is that the same nails you had?
Yep, same nails.
Okay.
Nothing new yet. So that was my spindle purchase. I had to have it. It's just so pretty.
Yes, you had to have it because you glass tipped spindle.
Support spindle.
Spindle. You know when you walk away and then you keep thinking about it and you just can't. I mean, that's what happened.
Because that's what I did. I walked away from it. I didn't buy it at first. I actually came back a few hours later and they still had them.
Mm-hmm. Stephen Willette.
Yes, that's who it is.
Yeah. So it's Stephen with a PH and then Willette.
Yeah, because on the spindle it says SW. I don't know if you can see that. It says it.
Not really. I can see where there's something, but
yeah.
And they had those nice, I don't know what you call them, but they weren't quite a loom, but there's these little frames that it's kind of like a loom, but it's more like a hand,
like a
weaving.
Tapestry.
Yeah, where you can create projects with texture and stuff. I thought those were really cool. I was very tempted to get one, but
yeah. So I got the rainbow glass tip spindle.
Yeah.
We went to Loop, who is a staple. I have to have her stuff.
Yeah.
And I got Righteous Rainbow. And this is 5.2 ounces of merino Angelina nylon in a rainbow bump.
Oh, there's nylon in it.
Mm-hmm. So that was rainbow.
So could you chain ply that and make socks?
Yeah.
Although your socks wouldn't match.
No, your socks wouldn't match.
Right. Which I wouldn't care about, but I know you care.
Yeah, I care about. I do. And then I had talked about on the podcast how I went to one of the, I think it was Homespun House, and got the wild hair fiber. So we ended up picking up, she was there again. And
well,
I got another.
That's where I got this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it was buy 4 and get the 5th for free. So we got that one for free.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did. And there's the 2 of them.
So beautiful.
So now I have the 8 ounces, so I'll get more yardage out of that, which I'm super excited. So I'm going to do 4 and 4 and then ply them on my bulky plier, with my bulky plier.
Yeah.
We went to Knitty in Color with Sarah, who I love, and her husband, Subterranean Woodworks.
It's my first time meeting Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I got what you got. You actually got these from her in an update, and this is Ain't It Fun?
Yeah.
So I actually got 2 of these for 8 ounces.
So gorgeous.
Love it. I also bought from her Witch Club on her Glam Sparkle socks.
It was so nice I can't tell you how many times I've looked at her Halloween yarn and her Christmas yarn. It was really nice to see it in person. Because sometimes you buy, you get things and then they show up and you're like, that wasn't exactly what I thought it would be, you know? And so it was really nice to see it.
Mm-hmm. No, I know. It is nice to see it in person. It looks so pretty online, but seeing it in person is something totally different.
Yeah. And the different bases, and because I never know, there's a type of sock yarn that I don't like as much. It's got this weird kind of, weird to me looking twist to it. and I don't know. I don't know the language and the science and all of that stuff. I just know that to me it's less appealing. So it's nice to see how and the colors show up differently on different bases, right? Which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We found a skein of hedgehog fibers in the piggy bank colorway, which is the colorway that I knit my shawl out of, but I knit it in DK, and this is the fingering weight. So I was super excited about that because I'm in love with this colorway.
Yeah.
That was the last of my rainbows. And then, so from the lady we talked about with the bats,
Mm-hmm.
this is Butterfly Girl Designs.
And I don't know if oh yeah, so she was saying, the lady who sold these bats, and these were the most beautiful bats, the colors, oh, look at that. So gorgeous.
Yeah, I love this.
That's amazing. The lady who was selling them wasn't the lady who makes the bats, and she said this might be the last time that she sells them at her booth. I can't remember the story behind it. She's moving or something. Oh yeah,
she's moving.
Yeah. And the people, the woman or the women who make these bats live in her town, but because she's moving, she won't carry their stuff. But I wonder if we can, I must have that card in my bat, but we should look that up online and see if they sell their stuff.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Probably not
a good idea. Because I don't need
any more fiber.
No, and you and I talked about this. We might go to Rhinebeck and not get anything. Like, I really don't need anything. I'm happy with what I've got. I've got enough to knit and spend for like the next couple of years.
Yeah, I agree. But one of these days I'm gonna come home with a Golding spinning wheel.
Oh, they're so beautiful. They're so gorgeous.
I was a rich girl. La, 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 la.
Yeah. Well, if I was a rich girl, I'd have a bigger house and I'd have a room for all of this stuff. So we were going to talk about, there's a pattern that I found online on Instagram or something, and I became so obsessed with it. And I think I'm going to this was going to be the year of the sweaters, but right now, I mean, it's tops, right? I did a t-shirt, now I'm doing a tank top. It's not a sweater, but whatevs. So, I have seen a few there's a sweater called Birdsong. I showed you this. I'm obsessed with this, and I want to make it. Let me see if I can see that.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. So I have the yarn for this. I bought 3 skeins of Marigold Jen that got delivered to your house in a colorway. I don't remember what it's called, but I've looked at it over the years so many times. And then she had a sale because she's going to stop making yarn as well, dyeing yarn. And so I grabbed those, and I think I have a hand spun yarn that would work really well with it. Anyway, I'm sure I've got the yarn for this sweater. I'm going to make the Birdsong at some point. Maybe that could be my Rhinebeck sweater. And then the other one, sorry, I totally got distracted. The other pattern that I favorited recently is this cardigan. I think you would really like this. It's called Myrtha, Myrtha by Katrin. It's Katrin Schneider. And it's this beautiful lacy cardigan. I think you would love it.
Pretty.
Yeah. So that's another thing that I'm kind of itching to do. It's, yeah, the lacy, let me see if I can. You see it more here.
Yeah.
I don't think you can see the detail, but yeah, it's very, very pretty. So that's the other thing. And then the one that I'm really, really itching is called the Knit Fit. by Paige Parkin, The Knit Diaries. And it's a pattern that has a dress, but also you can knit the skirt and the top, or like just one piece, or you can do the skirt. And I don't know what yarn they used for this, but
That looks like Noro.
it's not though. It says that they used, because it's fingering, Mr. Wool Superwash Merino singles. So I don't know how they did the stripes, but it's amazing. So I've been thinking about, and you hold 2 fingering weight yarns together for this. There's a whole bunch of them in the project pages already.
That's awesome.
It's so cute. So I think I want to make the dress. So maybe I'll just do the skirt. I don't know, whatever. I'll figure it out, but I'm obsessed with it. It's so pretty. And yeah. So I don't know what I'll use for it. I'll figure it out.
Well, what I'm waiting to knit is the Rose Cardigan by Andrew Murray.
And you got yarn for it.
Which I got the yarn from Into the World. Save the card. And this is the yarn for the Rose Cardigan.
Yeah.
This
Beautiful.
Gorgeous shades of pinks and maroons. Oh my God, I'm in love. I am not going to do it as a fade. You could do it as a fade, or you could do it as a solid, or not a solid, but like with one color. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing one color.
I think that yarn is perfection for that pattern. It's perfect. I'm going to pull up a Rose Cardigan. I think the reason is the main picture in the project is those colors. So you kind of easier, although it is done as a fade, but you see. Very pretty.
Which I want sugar coated to be my Rhinebeck sweater, but I'm also wondering if I shouldn't. I think with the rose cardigan is a sport weight, so I'm thinking it might not be warm enough.
Well, wool is wool.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't like a chunkier wool be warmer than a thinner wool?
I don't know.
I just don't want it to be too cold. Where sugar coated is a worse fit than a big coat.
It could be a warmer day. Like we're assuming, like it was pretty cold last year, but might not be that cold again. You could just live on the. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, maybe I'll knit both of them. Oh my God! Maybe. Like, could you imagine if I pulled it off? If I knit both of them and I had one for each day.
Oh my gosh! But you will also have this test knit one, right?
Yeah,
the
test knit one, I knit it in, this is funny because you're gonna laugh at me, but I knit it in a baby pink color, like a strawberries and cream colorway. So it reminds me of summer, but it's wool. So I was thinking of it as a beach cardigan or something to go to the beach.
You keep telling me that, but I would never wear wool as a beach cardigan. Like that.
I know it sounds terrible, and it's probably the worst idea ever. But the color like does not remind me of winter at all.
Right.
So it's like a spring cardigan.
Yeah. Oh, I got this really. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Oh, let me go get my shawl pin thing. Hang on. You remember the one what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about it because the thing the test knit that you're doing doesn't have a closure on it, right? And I have cardigans like that don't have buttons because I hate doing buttons, but then you have nothing to close them. So I found this, we saw this on a shawl and we were in love with the shawl and then realized it was kind of the shawl pin that just did it. So it's this really pretty.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
moon shawl pin that you can just like, and then I was wearing my sunset cardigan, like my sunset duster, and put it on just to help close it, and it was perfect. So, and this was like $6 or something, right? It was really,
yeah, it was
really,
super cheap.
yeah. So that's another little Maryland purchase. Oh, I love it. So pretty. So yeah, that's it. And I am finally starting to not feel sick anymore after.
That was good.
God. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't have anything else either. That was all I had to show.
All right, cool. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure that I'll be done my bralette tank top for the next time we record in a few weeks, but maybe. Who knows? I'm not
Maybe
really
when we record, I'll have the cardigan ready and it'll be showable.
Yeah, but then she'd have to. Can you show it once it's done if she hasn't published the pattern yet?
No, I think she'll have it published.
Oh, okay. 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 Well, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I know. I miss seeing you. I feel like you should be here with me on my couch knitting with me like you were.
I know. My God, it was so comfortable, and Brandon served us snacks and oh my God, it's so nice to be in your living room too, like your couch, and then we just like sat for hours and hours and hours and knitted, and I spun a little bit, and we just watched like one movie after another.
Yeah,
So
we watched like 4 horror movies. We're like sitting there knitting. Back to knitting.
It's fun because that's when you can watch like the ridiculous movies that you don't have to get really invested in. And
yeah,
I watched that zombie movie on the train.
yeah,
We went
Train
on
to
the train.
Busan. That was a good one.
Yes. And that was an easy movie to watch when you're knitting because there isn't a lot going on. I mean, it's just
people are getting eaten.
It's pretty much all that happens for 2 hours. Like it's not, yeah. And then we watched The Nun.
The Nun, yeah, that one made me scream twice.
Yes. But I kept looking down at my knitting, so I didn't get the surprise stuff. And then I can't remember what else we watched, but we watched
Mercy Black on Netflix. That was really good. It was a thriller.
Mercy Black.
Mercy Black.
Oh, Mercy Black. Yes, that's right. We watched that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And we watched Sausage Party.
That was the first one.
I love that movie.
God, that movie is ridiculous.
I know.
Oh, it's ridiculous. All right. Well, it was fun, and can't wait to do it again. It was a really long ride for me, like a long drive, and I like driving, but I got so demotivated on Friday when I realized I had so for me to go from Ottawa to Delaware it shows up as an 8-hour drive, like literally 8 hours or 8 hours and 2 minutes. And because I stopped in Albany on my way to Rhinebeck in October, I thought when I just looked at the map, it looked like it was on, like a pretty much on the straight down route. And then I messaged Vanessa when I was about half an hour away from Albany, and it was already middle of the afternoon. And I said, I think I'm going to leave Albany around 5. And then Vanessa says, well, that means you're going to be at my house at 10:30. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I thought I'd be at your house around 7.
Yeah.
And so for you to tell me 10:30, I was like, what happened? And then I realized that it took me so I didn't stop in Albany. So I did that detour for nothing because I didn't stop because I would have lost in it, so I ended up at your house at 9:30. But that whole thing kind of messed me up. It just kind of, I was in a great mood and I was singing, enjoying my ride. And then that kind of went like, oh shit, I have another 5 hours to drive now.
Yeah.
And it kind of ruined my mojo. So on Monday when I drove back, I just went straight home. I did stop at a Joann's on the way. I think it's in Syracuse. Anyway, in New York somewhere closer to my house, there's a great Joann's that's really big. Remember we called your house, the one near your house, to see what they had, and they actually had a really good selection at that one. Let me grab it real quick. Everything's nearby. So I got a few Halloween ones. Just 2 for the bags. So I stopped in really quickly. I love this one. I'm sure I'm going to keep one for myself.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, it's skulls and pumpkins, and it's sparkly fabric. And I got this for the inside.
Oh my God, I want one. Count me in.
And I only got like 1 yard of each fabric, so I'll probably get only like 3 or 4 bags out of each. Because sometimes I buy more yardage and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to make 8 bags out of the same fabric. I get like, and then I got these really nice crows. Let me see.
Oh, I love that.
And the inside is this.
Oh, well, geez, now I want them all.
So I got that. I was a pleasant surprise because I really wanted to get some Halloween fabrics, and I'm happy with those. I love that skull and the pumpkins. My goodness.
Yeah, me too.
And then I'm just going to show this. I did get a few more fabrics, but this is so freaking cute.
I know. Oh.
And so it's like bacon and eggs and yeah, bacon and eggs.
They're so
it's
cute.
Really, yeah, and then this like is perfect match.
Yeah.
For it. Yay.
So cute.
I need to cut some fabric and I need to do some sewing. It's a long weekend here, so I think I might do some stuff tomorrow.
Are you off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Me too.
And I'm going out dancing tonight.
Fun.
Yay. So yeah, that's it. It was fun. Yeah. It was nice to like see the room that you record in and
in person. Yeah. My ironing board back there that Brendan stuck up because he irons his shirts.
Oh. Look at my mess. All right, friend. So I guess we'll call it a day, and we'll record again in. Oh, I keep doing this. I'm trying to get. And we'll record again in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you'll probably, if you're on your sleeves, you still have to knit the sleeves though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's sport weight. Is it sport? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go quickly.
Alrighty. Well, I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.